We clearly see a trend toward hybrid infrastructures. The use cases have now simply become too broad. If we start with wireless M-Bus OMS, it's very widely used by metering service providers for remote meter reading. It has the advantage of being highly standardized in communication, with a wide range of manufacturers and high interoperability between sensors, gateways, and systems. This means easy commissioning for the metering service, the property owner, or municipal utilities using wireless M-Bus, and the ability to use various meter manufacturers and, on the reading side, different hardware vendors as well. So there's strong interoperability between systems, a very proven technology, a wide range of manufacturers. The drawback of wireless M-Bus is actually the range. It's quite limited. It's well suited for remote reading inside buildings, but due to the limited range, not ideal for reading across wide areas or large industrial sites or in cities. It's just more limited there. LoRaWAN offers a much greater range with similar battery efficiency to wireless M-Bus, and one of wireless M-Bus's strengths is indeed excellent battery performance. LoRaWAN simply provides a wider coverage area. It has a very large ecosystem, meaning the ability to use sensors from different manufacturers to support various use cases beyond pure metering. The downside, I'd say, is a bit less standardization. This means on the system integrator side, there's more effort required to integrate different meter manufacturers and sensor providers. So overall, there's less standardization than with wireless M-Bus. Both technologies, wireless M-Bus and LoRaWAN, share the fact that you need to build a reading infrastructure. So you need gateways that are located close enough to the meters to receive them. With Narrowband IoT, that's exactly not the case. It essentially uses existing cellular network infrastructure. This means every endpoint, every meter has its own SIM card and transmits data via the cellular network. So there's no need to build a dedicated infrastructure. You use the existing infrastructure. The technology is very strong in building penetration, meaning you can transmit data well, even from basements or shafts. But the downside is that it's still not very widespread yet. So there are relatively few manufacturers, because it's still quite new in the metering sector, which means use cases are still somewhat limited compared to LoRaWAN. And of course, you have additional communication costs for the SIM card in each device, so per endpoint. That means you have communication fees to transmit data via cellular networks. Common use cases for narrowband IoT include remote meter reading in district heating. So there are many use cases for narrowband IoT, since heat meters are often installed in basements, and this technology offers good building penetration.
mioty ist tatsächlich nur eine relativ junge Technologie. Gibt es seit ungefähr 2020 in den ersten Anwendungen.
mioty is actually still quite a young technology. It's been around since about 2020 in its first applications. It's based on a patented concept that implements telegram splitting in transmitters and receivers. This means that on the transmitter side, the data packets containing meter information are divided into very small parts, and then these tiny parts are transmitted wirelessly with slight time and frequency offsets. This makes the technology particularly well suited for areas with many sensors, since these small data packets are less prone to interference from other transmitters. That's one key advantage of this technology. The downside, of course, is that since it's still a young technology, there are still only a few providers supporting it. This means that when customers need to work with, say, 2 or 3 different manufacturers, it's still quite challenging to find the right providers today. And the use cases are still not that broad yet. When it comes to smart city sensor applications, LoRaWAN simply offers a much greater variety of sensors for different use
LoRaWAN hat
cases.
deutlich mehr Auswahl an Sensoren für verschiedene Anwendungsfälle. Also wir sehen ganz klar einen Trend zu hybriden Infrastrukturen.
So we clearly see a trend toward hybrid infrastructures. The use cases have now simply become too broad, and the solutions too diverse for a single technology to prevail. We therefore believe that depending on the use case, the appropriate technology will be chosen. So if, for example, a city has diverse use cases that go beyond metering or sub-metering, such as monitoring waste bin fill levels or parking availability, then LoRaWAN may be the better choice. But if the focus is mainly on rural areas with isolated meter locations, then narrowband IoT might be more suitable. From our point of view, the use case determines the technology, and in most cases, there are multiple use cases. In municipalities, cities, as well as among metering services and utilities, there's a clear trend toward hybrid infrastructure structures. Elvico supports several of these mentioned technologies with its products, both on the hardware and software side. Our products are interoperable, which enables them to integrate into different target systems. That's why we also pursue the hybrid approach. We believe that our customers should select the technology based on their specific use case. We therefore support them in choosing the right technology from our product portfolio, depending on their individual use case.
Use Case des Kunden die passende Technologie aus unserem Produktportfolio zu finden.